And I have Josh Jacobs. When are you playing? When are you headlining the stage back there? Josh Jacobs, 3-time Pro Bowler. Could you play an instrument or perform?
I actually do play a few instruments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. We can get you and Mark Murphy and Brad Paisley and figure it out. What does this feel like to have the draft in Green Bay?
I know for this community, it's definitely something that's, so huge. I mean, everybody in this community is so built in and bought into the Packers and this organization that anything that's here in this type of community is definitely going to be huge.
Yeah. I think Mr. Murphy has left, so now we can have this real conversation. What does it feel like that you got what you wanted and asked for? I'm just going to say it. What does it feel like, Matthew Golden, wide receiver to the Packers?
Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't know what they was going to end up doing, honestly. I seen it this morning. I actually fell asleep watching the draft.
You fell asleep before they got to the Packers?
Yeah, I fell asleep. It was taking too long. But I ended up seeing it this morning. And one of his coaches up there, well, a couple of them actually coached me at Bama. And they was like, man, make sure you take care of him. He's a good kid. So I'm going to make sure I look out for him.
You got to reach out to him or whatever. But you know what I'm talking about. You wanted a wide receiver. And you got one.
Yeah.
What will that do for this team, for Jordan Love, for you, for this offense?
I think that the wide receiver room, we already deep. I mean, so adding him is just making it like tremendously better instantly. Just because he's a fast wide receiver. He catches the ball good. He makes plays, after the catch and things like that. So with them group of guys that we already have, adding him, I think it's going to be amazing. Of
course, speed, depth, all of the things. You were I can't even believe this. You were drafted 6 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Josh, I don't even know what to do with information. You walk the red carpet. Let's take a look here. You walk the red carpet. You shake Commissioner Goodell's hand. What memories does this bring up?
Man, I remember that. I feel like I looked so young back then, but it was a memorable moment, a moment I remember for the rest of my life. My family was there. I remember
what?
I remember telling myself I wasn't gonna cry on TV, so I didn't do that. So I was happy for that.
Oh, you remember thinking that?
Yeah, because my people was crying. I'm like, I cannot be one of them that's crying on TV. Nah.
So you're here with the Packers. I'm looking at your numbers: career highs in touchdowns, top 5 in the league in that category. What did you like? How good does it feel to be going into this knowing you're here, you're grounded? I mean, I can't even imagine what the second season's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, for me, honestly, I just try to come in and put my stamp on the game, and so being able to come in the first year and do that, and be a leader in this locker room and things like that, make my statement in this community, it's been huge. But I also felt like I still left a lot, on the field. So trying to come in and just improve each and every day and see where it goes.
Well, are you working on anything specific, or doesn't it just feel good to be able to know where you're going to be and all of that? I'm just trying to think I know you had Keyshawn here, which was amazing, but it means a lot to sort of get your bearings and feel like this is home. Does this feel like home?
Definitely feels like home. I love that it's no traffic. You don't have to. I'm 10, 12 minutes away. Don't really feel like I have to ever rush for anything. The people in this community is very genuine and a very nice, uplifting community. So for me, man, it's just I feel right in. It's not a lot to do, but it is a great place to raise a family and to take care of your business. And I love it.
And I think even just be focused, right? There's not
definitely
much to do than focus on getting one of those. You looked at that Lombardi.
Yeah.
You guys are making these additions. There's some changes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you what would make this the year that you would feel like you could get that?
Man, I feel like, just watching how the Eagles played last year, and I feel like we played them better than any other team. Just watching the playoffs, I'm like, it let me know that we're really close. Mm-hmm. I think that we obviously needed to add a couple of pieces. But not only that, I think that we just need to build that stamina and that mental callous late in the season to be able to do what we want to do.
It's like a conditioning kind of thing, or
I think it's more so of you got to. We was the youngest team in football last year, so that experience.
Literally, when you were like, I get there and I'm a leader, I'm like, I feel like you're not an OG. And then I think of this locker room and I'm like, Josh, you're an OG.
Literally.
Do they call you old head? How does?
Nah, hell no.
I hope not. That. But you have to. I'm sure you welcomed and embraced it, but that's your role.
Yeah, that's my role, and I mean, I've been through a lot in this league, so I have a lot of knowledge on what to do and even what not to do. So for me, it's easy to be able to come in and see these guys that's trying to work hard and chase all their goals to be able to just help them in doing that.
There's more picks for the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Where should we be looking? What would you like to see them attack? Obviously, best player available, but
best player available, definitely. But if it's me and I'm thinking, I don't know really what they're going to do. I can see defense next.
There you have it. That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, I can see defense. I can see defense next for the round 2, round 3. I maybe take another defensive player or O-lineman. So we'll see. We'll see how it's gonna go.
Interesting. What'd you make about Milroe slipping out of the first round where he could go?
Man, I mean, I think that he's one of them guys that if he gets opportunity and he gets the right coaching around him and he gets in the right system, that he can play really good. Obviously, you know, his talent, his ability. It's not a lot of guys, even in the league, that can do what he does. I can only name probably about 2 or 3 guys.
Do you talk to him?
I don't talk to him as much. I kind of try to let people do their thing. I know how stressful around this time is, and I know how, like, especially if you don't get what you thought you was gonna do or go where you thought you was gonna go, how mentally draining that can be. So I kind of just let people do their thing. But I know he's gonna be all right wherever he goes.
I had Jordan Love tell me, we gotta keep Jaire. I had Leroy Butler, Hall of Fame. We got to keep Jaire. What's going on with Jaire?
Honestly, I don't know. I actually talked to Jaire yesterday. I honestly don't know. You know what's going on.
What do you mean? Yes, you do.
I don't know what's going on with that, man. I don't know. But I just know that, you know, he's a great player, especially when he's playing the game. He's top 3 in his league. So whenever he's playing, he's that guy. So
what if they take like a corner? So I'm just gonna be like, no, Jaire. He did follow Matthew Golden on Instagram. That's the kind of sleuthing I'm doing on the internet. I do know that you know about your camp.
Yeah. That's
coming up May 29th. We all want to go. We all want the details. What do you got?
Yeah, we actually having it here in Titletown.
Okay.
You know, it's the first one I've ever done in Green Bay. We gonna have like food trucks and like free food and all of them types of things.
It's a football camp.
It's a football camp. It's gonna be fun.
You gotta be that leader. Now they can call you old head.